with me. Your cabarets are back. Are you alright? I'm here with the trunk. I just put the trunk in for a test, didn't I? Because he's on the sispa, and he can't stand on the sispa, or he'll scratch the sispa. So I just put it on for a test, and I'm going.
I'm gonna go over there in the screw house and see if it's open. If it's open, I will buy some screws. If it's not open, I'll let you buy it later. I think it's only Monday that looks like it's open, see? Here, this Saturday, from 9 to 3 hours. Oh, then give it time.
I went to Marcelo's house, and then I saw here that I had to take the size of the screw to see what the right screw was. Then I came, but I'm going to Marcelo's house now to see this problem in the trunk. I'm just gonna put a piece of wood in and not leave.
On top of that bar, or you're not going to ruin the suspensiveness because he's going to hit a lot on the trip support. He's going to be on top of that. Not here. Yeah, that's what's bad about her, huh? It's too wide to pass through the hallway. Every time I get the aisle very narrow, I suffer because I have to get behind the cars. So your hair is here. I have tested it. I put it here. I will show you just to test whether it will be good or not. I put it on the Chisiba, but I bought it. This is the wood, and I will put it with the wood because it is very safe there, and the Chisiba will not be damaged. Let me show here. This is the piece of wood I will put in this dark here. I don't know if it will be in this or it will be in that. One of the two. I will see where it is better. If you put in this position that's here, right here, my back, I have leaned here, then I can even rest if I want, right? But I'm not going to be resting on my back there. But you have an option by putting it in that position here. If I pull it back further into that, so maybe there's a little space up here that allows you to take something else between me and the trunk here maybe. So maybe I pulled him back a little bit right there, but he got good. Wow, that's it.
Yes, it will be like this. The trunk of the motorcycle is very big, old, and you can put it quietly in the back. I wanted to see if I could put it in the back, see if I could put a person here, a thin person. But I saw that if I put a person here, he would come back, so he couldn't spend much time in the end. From the motorcycle plate there at the end of the motorcycle plate here is more or less where the trunk can stay, right? If you pass this, you can give the bike a ride, like traveling through the Federal BR. I don't want to have a problem then.
I will leave it the size of a motorcycle, so there will be no problem. The height here is within standard, isn't it? Height, width that you can carry the trunk. It is within the height here is always from the base of the motorcycle. It is here from the height that you can carry, and the width cannot give in. The limit of the bike, both on one side and the other.
as this bike is quite wide really, it will not yield in any way, right? So it's quiet there. You just have to look back at the height. The limit of the motorcycle is here.
Everything will be within the limits. Only if the guard wants to implicate himself. But if he's within the law, he can't do anything. You understand? It's quiet. It's a travel box. Although it's iFood, it's not for delivery. It's a travel box. Because there's a problem here in Sao Paulo, isn't it? If you put the delivery box and don't have the gray or red plate, there is a problem. But since this box is not for delivery, it is for travel. It is within the standard of the travel standard of the Brazilian traffic code. So, Rudy, I'll show you what I'm going to do now. It's with this wood that you can fit in there without putting it in the sessy bar, and it will be broken in the sessy bar, right? Here I fit her is with this little butterfly. There are 4 people here, and the other one here is to unscrew it, and then I let it go, and now I just shoot it, and let me go down here. Here's the bracket. The bracket, it has a screw here in the middle that I can screw here too. If I want to screw the support directly here, as long as the screws are the same, you can do it, but I will do it too, because that's just unraveling. Here you take off your mustache and the motorcycle is ready for you to ride anywhere with a person in the group and such. Now I'm going to take that point here and we're going to do the test here now. So, guys, Roger. The size here has to be this size, and it will stay here more or less. It will pass a little to one side, a little to the other, but then I will give a finish and I will paint it black. He's going to stay here and Bao's going to come here more or less, so there's going to be a little space left. If I want, I will bring a very tight person here, but he is very tight, and seeing a very thin person there is only an emergency business, right? So, guys, you've already passed the Lima here, and I'm going to do this side here in such a fall, because under her, she's like this.
So I'm going to let him fall more or less, so that I can follow her business here and give her an invoice. Then I'll paint this here black. Well, we put the screws here, and the wood is very soft, so it will enter the screws, but it is just to be firm. It just doesn't have to be tightened here, so it will be very good. And below, the nut with this perfect tie washer.
This won't be like this. This won't be painted little head. The important thing is that it fits here. There's this little drop here. It's to pick up the part that's also dropped. So let's see how it's going to be. Now she turns on the light on the panel. I believe it's fuel. There's 2 points. Then she turns on the 8AA light. When I turn the tank a little to win, then it goes to 3 points. She turns it off. But when she comes to 2 points, she lights it up. So I believe it's fuel. I'll pass through the port. I'll fill the tank. 186. When I picked it up, it was 4 kilometers. I'm going to fill it up in the port. Now I'm going to see how many miles I've done with the tank. I'll get 11 air cameras at home and put the bracket in the back. Then I'll take the airbed and put it in the cushion so it won't hit. Now it doesn't show no, but it will light up there in a minute. It's on. It's when that light is on. It's a sign that something's wrong there. In that case, it's now fuel. It's already in reserve. The doctor she's calling is.
it can fill well. And then I will turn it around a little bit so that I can't measure how much it will give, and you will fill it up a little bit, right? You're gonna put it the way I put it again, right? You don't have to take care, turn the key. Don't turn this way and now turn this. Beauty, she was still far from the reservation. She took 12 LOA. It's worth it, isn't it? It's gonna be a card. Debit, 46, 48, 7 and 76. And it was burning there, Poksha. It was really worth nothing. Alright, 7 liters, go now. Let's show you how many kilos there are now. Look, 187. When I got her, she was 4, and now she's 187. I'm gonna make the containers and put them on the screen. I'm not gonna do it now, am I? Now you're going to erase it there. He didn't turn it off, huh? Because he filled it up, he turned off the light for more than 7 liters. He took 7 liters for 13. He was half the tank. He was already lighting the craziest business there. Well, it's painted here. Look, I've dropped 11 here. This fall put here. This fall here is because there's 111 falls in the chest. Then she will fit in and she will be fine here. I'm just going to put a rubber here. Rubber is an air chamber. I'm going to put a rubber under the wood so that it won't stay. It's getting on the iron, right? I'm going to put another rubber on it. And I'm going to put a rubber on it because it's going to hit here. It's going to lean here. But it's going to take a little bit here. And I'm going to put a rubber on it. I will use rubber to line up here, and we will also use rubber below, and everything will be a beautiful lining. Now I'm just going to cut a rubber here. It's a rubber air camera and apply it on it. Now I'm going to save it here.
And then I went down the hole here for a pair of screw pants. At least it won't stay very fixed. Pull a little bit now here. Oh, finally get it. We put the rubber on, it got stretched well. Now it's just putting the screws in here, oh.
Alright guys, we're done. I have already put the bracket here, which is what's going to hold this here, because this part here is higher. You can see that this is the net, and this is higher. So if I don't put it on, he'll stay. The value will be like this. They have to stay in the network, and I will put it here. Ideally, he will stay a little longer, but it will be good. Here, don't lean on the bank. If I wasn't going to ruin the bank that was going to install this here too, I'm going to put this business here. I don't know the name of it, but it's this. It's going to stay here. Now I'm going to lean over here. See? It's not going to go through a lot here. It's going to go through a lot here. It's not going to go through a lot. I'm going to leave it right here in the middle here. Oh, there's a hole. If you want to put it directly on the base. You can put screw here and fit these 4 screws here already. Only to do that, I have to put it more behind me. I don't want him to be too far behind. It's not to lose the stability of the bike. So here's fine. So you're just going to give it a space here. If you're a very thin person, you can walk here a little way, just break the branch of something. You can't travel with a person here because she's going to be riding here. Come on, let's install this action right here. Put it in here too. It can be around here too. Just put it around here. She's going to be deaf, right? Put him in the middle here. Now it's just a good squeeze if it's 2 laps, but it doesn't need 2 laps, which I have already put.
and it's not completely firm here. I will leave this left over here, because if I break this left over here, I can fix this left over here, and it will give perfectly.
The bike she has come with here, she has come with these entries. It seems that it was made to measure. She has one here. If I wanted to put more forward, she has one here and she has another here. So she gave married right that from here, and if I wanted to put forward, married right here too. Perfect. It seems that this bike is tailor-made here. I have to put it down because I have already squeezed it. I have to relax. Otherwise this thing will not pass there ready.
It's already there. The bracket is 2 brackets. You put these 2 here. Hold, tight. It's tight. Hold. Just look. No way, don't move here. She leaned against the wood. Not much. But there will be a small space here if you want someone like this not with her. A short tragedy, you can put it in the safe here. And if you want to pull it here, you can also pull it here.
It's just that this wood here will have to come to that one, and the dark one here will have to make another one. In case this one here is, right? Then you will fit in the clearing here, which is already right. Here's a little key, you're going to squeeze that little butterfly.
You don't have to squeeze too much to mix your face. You just didn't cut it. You saw it here, it's ready, it's over. Girl, give a little squeeze here. Just lean here. If you want to put a lock, put it in it. But it doesn't come out. It doesn't open. No, do you see this swing here? It's because that part I put is a rubber. So the rubber, she gives that swing there. But it's normal, isn't it? No, it's not for her to stay fixed. No, it's for our table. Ready. Now I'm going to ride a motorcycle and see if she fits right. Ready? This is the position. Oh, the space left here. You can take a person here too. If it's not a very fat person, you can take it here. I'm in front. If I want to pull this trunk back here, you can pull it too. I'll rest here if I want to leave him behind.
Perfect. Now just send it and see how the motorcycle can come here. It's already with the trunk. You've seen it there. It's right. It's just a little tilted. If you look here a little bit there, look, it got a little bit tilted here, like this back. But that's because I put 2 folds here. I had to have 2 folds because this one here got a little bit lower. If I put a fold here alone, she would be holding it.
Not in the trunk. I don't want you to pick it up in the trunk here, so it won't hit the bank, it won't hit the trunk, it will all be separated. Just look. Perfect. E.
As you can see, I just took the test. You can walk with a person here for a long time, because she will be fine. Well on the spot. Wow. But if she is a very thin person, she will fit right here. I can only put 11 gel accents here to fill a little more here.
And you can walk with someone here? No, I don't travel much, but it's ready to go. Now, when I buy the side tray, then I will see where it's going to stay here. If he's at that distance, the lid opens. It just can't go higher than that, huh? It's gonna fit in here, right?
It will stay here more or less. It's only when I buy it. I won't buy it now because it's too expensive. It's 670, 680 BRL, only support. I already have perfect Bauzinho. Well, at the end of the video, it's ready. The motorcycle is just that. It's ready to travel, or maybe I'll take this trunk and you'll travel with someone, but the motorcycle is ready, guys. I'm going home now. It's a little dark in here.
But just look, I put my phone here. I put the screen in OPA mode. I put the AA screen in landscape mode. Here on this side, I put Waze, and here on the other side, I put a WhatsApp. You can put anything here. It will show the 21 on one side, 1 on the other side. It looks like it's a multimedia center. You can put the Waze on the side to it, showing the way, and here you can put anything else and it will show the 2. So don't get in the way. Can you see that? You can see the panel there. Can you see the panel here? Mileage was here that marks 5 more than Waze. So if Waze has, if I have 100 here, it's going to be 95 in Waze. That's 5 more. Beauty. I always look more at the hair from here than the hair on the same way. And here's a big difference.
Look, he showed a little bit, just making a little noise, which is from the charger. But look, he shows you something, let you quietly see it on the other side of the panel. He shows you something else, anything you can put. I put WhatsApp here, but you can put anything. It's like a multimedia center, and the phone is like all this, isn't it? That's where you download the offline map. Because there will be places where you don't have the internet, so you download the offline map. You do the same thing as I do here, right? It's going to work the same way, and ready, I'm going home. Now finish this video here. The screen is locked, right? I have locked it in the horizontal. You have got how to lock it in the vertical, and has how to work in the horizontal of the same format, landscape, because when I didn't, no, I didn't. When I turn the motorcycle like this, from side to side, the screen turns and locks. No, she's always going to be in that position. She's going to be top. Well, let's just stay here. I thank all of you who have been present so far watching the video. Thank you all. Leave your like here below. Write on the channel if you have not been written yet. For one day, I will be the only one who stays here. A kiss in the heart, stay in peace, and even more in goodbye.